welcome to another Gene Key Contemplation video. I am Sarah D. Flo, and before we dive into the journey of this Gene Key 29 and move through the frequency bands from the shadow to the city through the pathway of the gift, I want to reiterate how epic, how significant this moment in time that we are in is. You can feel it. I can feel it. Most anybody you talk to can feel it. The world is changing. The old world is dying, and a new world is yet to emerge. And we are here as the co-creators, getting very clear on what the new world is about. What is the essence of this new world? What is the vibrational frequency? What is the feeling? What is our intention for how we want to experience this life moving forward? And there is no going back to normal. The world that we might have projected for ourselves from our childhood or from our teen years or from even just a couple years ago is not going to look how we thought it was going to look with our minds. But maybe for some of us it is. It is exactly what we thought the world would look like. And, we have that gift of vision or intuition or whatever it is. But the point is that life is under a massive, massive transformation. And we are a part of this. We're not separate from what's going on out there in the world. So it is with that passion I speak about this Gene Key, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my blood. I'm feeling it in my bones. I'm feeling it in my heart. Every day, the feeling is very intense. And the shadow of this Gene Key, let's dive into it now, is half-heartedness. So I think it's that energy that is influencing me right this second, this sun transit that we are currently in. I can feel it. The gift is commitment. It's commitment is the pathway to the city of devotion. And we're going to dive into this juicy one today. So the half-heartedness is about not living life 100%, not living to our fullest potential, and postponing our dreams to keep the people around us happy. And that's really the repressive nature of this shadow, is we just postpone our dreams and we think that's, at some point in the future we'll get to them. But for now, we're okay with just, maintaining the status quo or fitting into a role. And the reactive type is either you quit before you begin, you're getting those intuitions to make a move or to do something different, and you quit before you begin, or you never even begin. And I think about this a lot in my life because I'm, as I've been sharing, moving out west, and living out on the west is something that many people in my environment have been saying you would do really great out there. Like that's a great place for you. And just how I've postponed that in my life to really, really go for, where my soul is calling me from moment to moment. And as we'll get into the gift level of commitment, is really the commitment to the now. The now is all that there is. So how much commitment can we bring to the now moment? How much presence can we bring to the now moment? In the half-heartedness, we're not really living in the now. We're either living in the past because we're trying to maintain some role or status quo of who we used to be to keep people happy, or we're projected into the future and we're saying, well, one day I'm going to have this or I'm going to have that, and so I can sort of be okay with this now. And this is about stages. This isn't about as I always say, the quick, simple steps to get to here. Like everybody's journey is unique and our timing is divine. If we trust that, the suffering comes when we don't trust our own timing and we don't accept where we really are. And half-heartedness ultimately is suffering and leads to suffering. And as he states, it's not until we have had enough of that that we do something different and commit and live a more committed life. And this commitment, and let's now go into the gift here, this commitment is, yes, it could be to another person or another decision. Ultimately, it's about our decisions. This whole theme here is our every single second we're making decisions, whether to make a change or to not change, we're still making a choice. And the decisions that we make and following them through, the commitment to following them through, and hanging in when things get tough, because it's in the whole commitment to a cycle of a relationship or a cycle of a decision that the true wisdom and the true growth happens. And in this day and age, it's very easy to just move on to the next thing, move on to the next relationship, and we really miss the wisdom there. Half-heartedness, again, to just kind of jump all over the place here, as I'm a little distracted because Finnery is here, my doggy's tail. Half-heartedness is when we're not really being honest with ourselves and with others, and so part of our life force withdraws. Part of our life force withdraws. We only have this one life. Like, why have so many of us accepted this half-hearted life? I'm speaking to my old self here as well. Finn, you're stepping in front of my notes. It's remembering these moments, these moments that just we didn't plan for, and just being present with them and feeling the love in the moment, and realizing that there really are no wrong decisions. Just stay the course, ride the good times and the down times, and being able to see the beauty in all of it. And I'm devotion. Let me just go into devotion now. Devotion is when we've made the commitment to being present 24/7, that we see all of our life and what we offer to life, what we receive from life, as a devotional act. I love what Richard Rudd says. He says, returning non-love with love. There's a lot of things coming into our world, into our reality, that can appear as though it is non-love. Fear, lots of fear. How can we return that energy with love? How can we be vessels of transmutation of energy to love? I believe devotion and having this commitment to the present moment and what we're here to learn in the present moment, no matter what it is, no matter if it's a high or a low, as we talk about on the Flow Network, and be able to ride those waves 100% all in. And I do love what Richard Rudd says as well about, it is 100%. The commitment is 100%. It can't be 99%. 99% is the same as 1%. So how are you showing up or not 100% into your life? What changes are you being called to make to live that life, even if it might upset people around you? I'm in a phase of letting go. As I've mentioned, I'm moving, and I've been on this path of committing life full out and surrendering to the flow, and being very conscious in this letting go period. There's a part of me that wants to fast forward and just get there, but the wisdom is in hanging into the moments and learning what we need to learn from what we're letting go of, the old world, in order to build the new. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next video.